Yo, what it do, fight fans, man? And we are back with another video, man. It's been a little while, but there's nothing in MMA worth talking about until tonight. Okay? Tonight, UFC 231, Holloway versus Ortega. And man, that was a fight. But first and foremost, man, we're gonna talk about some of the other fights on this card. And if you want to talk about rock'em sock'em robots and you like that style of fighting, just that straight up bang 'em up, uh, that Santos versus Manuel was the fight for you folks. I'm talking about from the bell in the first round coming out, man. You want to talk about, I have never in my life of watching UFC seen people get that fucking rocked that many times in a fight, man. Amazing. When I say them boys was out there banging, they was fucking banging, folks. Uh, Thiago did take the win in that fight, man. An amazing, just bang 'em up fight. The next fight we're gonna talk about, man, is old Cowboy versus Gunnar Nelson. Alex Oliveira was my favorite to win that fight, man. Dude was on a winning streak. Great fighter. Didn't get the W though, man. Fucking nasty choke after busting his forehead open. Gunner busted him open and ended up sinking in a choke, man. Great fight. I don't really know what to say about that one, man. I really thought Cowboy was gonna pull that one out, get him another victory, and keep climbing. It didn't happen. Not really a Gunnar Nelson fan. Don't dislike the dude, man, but he's just not my style of a fighter. You know what I mean? But he got the job done tonight, and that's, I guess, at the end of the day, folks, that's all that really matters. You know what I mean? Because he ain't out there fighting for me, he out there fighting for a paycheck. So we're gonna move on to the co-main with Valentina and Joanna, and whew, there was a couple fights, man, on this card that I could have thought of getting fight of the night. The Manuel fight and the Santos fight. And when I seen the card, I thought either Holloway versus Ortega was gonna be fight of the night, or Joanna and Valentina Shankovic. I thought that could have been fight of the night, but Joanna, I think, she was outpowered in this fight. I think she was undersized for this fight, and Valentina went ahead and took it on home, man. She outpowered her, pretty much tossed her around, did whatever she wants. Took her down so many times with judo throws. That fight reminded me of the old Ronda Rousey, the way she was throwing her around tonight. And if you know Ronda, she used to hip throw people, judo toss them. She would make it look like a video game out there. And that's what Valentina did tonight. No doubt about that. She earned her W tonight, earned her victory, folks. And hats off to her. Now, getting into this, I said Holloway was going to win this fight. But I always said Ortega was a hell of a fighter. And he was 14-0 coming into this. Really thought he had a chance, you know what I mean, to put up a good fight. And Holloway, Blessed Express, the Hawaiian, went in there tonight, man, and he had his number. Like an ex-stalker girlfriend, he had his number, and he used it. Man, Holloway looked amazing tonight. I'm talking about he was throwing Mortal Kombat combos, folks. I was waiting for the screen to light up and just 20-hit combos. You know what I mean? It was crazy. Max was giving him the business, man. I'm talking about, it was just punch after punch after punch. Ortega would land one or two, you know what I mean? And that's the thing. All the way through the fight, when Ortega landed, you knew Holloway felt that punch when he landed. But the thing about it was, man, was Holloway was landing, and he didn't really, you know what I mean, make him feel it. But you know what did feel it? His face, man. Oh my God, he busted him up, man, and he took some damage in that fight. I'm gonna say this, man. Ortega probably needs to sit out for a little bit, man, and get his head right after that whooping. I mean, his face was busted up. His eye was swelled shut, and that's what ended it. In between the fourth and the fifth round, the doctor stopped it, said he cannot answer the bell. And Ortega, man, had heart like a motherfucker. Didn't want to give it up. Didn't want to give up through the whole fight, even though he was taking a beating, folks. So, man, hats off to him. You know what I mean? Hats off to him. That was an amazing fight. An instant classic, folks. Definitely worth the card value of tonight. You know, I'm just an MMA fan. You know what I mean? I've never fought MMA. I've never, you know, trained MMA or anything else, man. I'm just a fan, a huge fan. I've been a fan for a long time, man. This right here was a instant classic. Like some old school hip hop, but this was a classic. So, my thoughts on the card, man. If I'm rating it from a 1 to 10, 10 being best, I would say this card was definitely an 8. Definitely an 8. The Manoir fight was good. The Cowboy fight was good. The Valentina Joanna fight was good. The Holloway Ortega fight was good. I even enjoyed some of the undercard fights. I'm not really going to talk about those, but I enjoyed those as well, man. Now, who's next, though? Who's next for Holloway? That's the question. And at the end of the fight, they were talking to him, telling him that, you know, Dana White was talking about him going up in weight or something like that. I mean, if you're going for the pound to pound, best ever did it, I mean, I could see that argument. But if I'm blessed, I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna be a dominant champ. You're gonna have to come in that bitch with an army and take that belt from me. I'm not going up a weight class, but that does leave who is next for Holloway, man. And me looking at it right now, I can think of a few people who's next, but none that's gonna beat him. I can see a few people that would fight him, but none that's gonna beat him right now. Something amazing is gonna have to happen. Somebody's gonna have to come down a weight class and beat him, or something. That's just my opinion. And if you want my opinion and you like my opinion, then go check out these fights, man. Check out the card. It was a great card, an amazing card. Like I said, probably an 8.5 out of 10. And we have some other big pay-per-views coming up. Jones is back, people. Jones is back. So, man, be on the lookout for me. I am out of here, man. I am Lost Soul Gaming, a camp life. Make sure y'all smash that like button, man, and leave a comment down below telling me what y'all thought about this video, what y'all thought about the fight card, what y'all thought about UFC, period. I'm out of here. Peace out, y'all.